Reason why I switched from the shark nose to the Batwing fairing right after this. Well, hello there. I'm Chris, and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's a nice warm January day here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. It's like 65 degrees. So I just got off work and I was like, heck yeah, I'm getting my helmet on, the camera, and going to take a little cruise to the Twin Lakes over here in Shawnee. I guess I'm going to go ahead and talk to you guys about hold on a second, about this this competition that's going on about shark nose fairings and Batwing fairings. As you can see, I ride a street glide, which the fairing on a street glide, it's a Batwing fairing. I'm not going to get in details between the two because there's a lot of videos about them, the difference. You know, this one's a fork-mounted fairing. The shark nose, of course, is the frame mount fairing. I have owned both of them. This is my second street glide I've owned, and the bike before this I had a Road Glide Ultra, a lot newer one too. It was a 2019. So I guess I would tell you about why I switched from a shark nose back to the Batwing. Well, just a little explanation why I switched back to this Batwing fairing is my wife, when I got the Road Glide Ultra, my wife was riding with me. She did not have a motorcycle license, nor did she wanted to at the time. So I got a Ultra, which is the Tour Pack, and I got the Road Glide Ultra, it was a nice bike, loved it. Like they say, the Road Glide is superior of the wind protection. The street glides are the Ultra Classics, like this one, the Batwing. You got a little bit more wind, a little less wind protection, but it's not that bad. Of course, when you're riding down the freeway or a 2-lane highway or interstate, the Road Glide, man, it drives smooth. Your handlebars stay smooth. You're not fighting the wind. On a Batwing fairing, yes, there's a little, you can feel it. Of course, you're gonna feel it. It's mounted on your forks, but to me, it's not that bad. To stay with the Road Glide, I just decide to, yeah, I want my street glide back. I guess when it comes to choice is what kind of style you like, and you know, if you want to just have some a little bit better wind protection. I know several folks out there that like to just put on miles, do iron butts, and go from Florida to Oregon. You know, yeah, the Road Glide probably your best bet on that. But there's people that does it on a Batwing fairing. So I personally, I like the style. That's the probably number one reason why I switched back to the street glide. But I got some other reasons why I switched back to the street glide. See these gauges right here on the street glide or Batwing fairing, my speedometer and my revlometer. Of course, you got your fuel gauge and your imps. Of course, all of you know the speedometer and the revometer is down between at the bottom of your handlebars, in between the like right above the well, right above the key switch. Man, my brain, people, I'm still I'm still on machine shop work here. But anyway, but my problem is when I wear a full face helmet like I am wearing right now on the road glide, I would have to look up and down to see my speed and see my revs. I'm 5'9", so that could be my height issue. I'm kind of short. I'm 5'9", so really they say the Batwing fairing's good for short people. So that's probably the reason why is my height, which is fun. I gotta beat this red car, drag race them. Okay, I'm driving through Shawnee right now. This is Kickapoo Street. I'm gonna go ahead, turn off of St. Benedict and head towards the lake. We call it Lake Road. But anyway, back to the fairing. I'm not going to get any more detail about the gauges. I mean, it is what it is. If you guys think it's all right, you know, it don't bother you. I mean, it really didn't bother me. You know, I just had to butt my head up and down a few times. And most of the time, I do wear a half helmet. So that was a reason, but it wasn't a strong reason. I guess the third reason, I don't know what reason I'm on right now, but the other reason was the weight. Of course, you guys who you know the specs, some of you do. If you don't, the Road Glide weighs about 25 pounds, give or take, heavier than a Street Glide. But you really don't feel the different weight. I mean, I had an Ultra. Of course, the Ultra is going to be a lot heavier if you have the tour pack. I did get a detached kit for my tour pack on that Road Glide Ultra, but it's still, I can feel the weight on the front end. Why I say this is where I live, I am garageless. I do not have a garage, so we park our bikes in the back porch, which it's covered. The Street Glide, I can get in and out of that back porch easy, fine. I have to back the bike up, in fact, to put the bikes up. Just by myself, the Street Glide, I can do it all day. You know, I can do it just fine, just me. But when the Road Glide, even with the detached kit, even without the tour pack connected, always had to have a little help push it back to my back porch. So that itself was the main reason why I went back to the Street Glide. I need to be more independent. You know, hopefully me and the wife can afford a better house, one especially with a garage. Would be nice. But as right now, we're not planning to move anytime soon. I mean, so I needed something that I can get back to my back porch and park it easily, just myself. So that was probably the number one reason why I switched back. Also, as you can tell, as you guys may know, when you turn your forks, the fairing goes with the forks. To me, I like that. You can feel the weight of the fairing more, but it's counterweight intuitive. You know what I'm saying? When you go doing small, slow maneuvers, I should say small, it's just slow maneuvers. To me, it's easier on a street glide than it is on a road glide. Now that being said, I can do, you know, small maneuvers even on the road glide, but I did lay it over one time because I was trying to do a U-turn. It wasn't bad, but I did lay it over. It was also, I had a tour pack on there. It was just me, and I was just by myself on that ride, and I laid it over, trying to do a U-turn. It just, maybe it was the tour pack on the back that kind of made me drop it, but it just got boom. I mean, I've been doing, you know, U-turn slow maneuvers easily, you know, with a cruiser. You know, even when I had my Yamaha Roadstar. But anyway, luckily for right now, I have not laid this bike over. No, hopefully that continues. It's kind of embarrassing, you know, but hey, it happens. But that's a main reason why, all the reason why I switched from the shark nose fairing back to the Batwing fairing. And there's a couple things. Oh, there's one more reason why. I've almost forgot. See this radio right here? It is so nice. I don't have to lean forward. I can just hit, you know, my buttons. Go. You know, if I want to listen to my iPhone here, it's about to start. I'm muted so nobody can hear that. Anyway, I know you know if you like country, but I like country. Anyway, that was the other reason. The infotainment center on the road glide to the course is about 5 miles out to the front of the bike. It just feels that way. Yeah, some of you guys gonna say, you know, you got your controls right here. You know, yes, I know how to use them, but when you're riding around, especially in highways and stuff like that, I like to keep my eyes on the road. I even tend to look down even when I'm using my finger switches over there on the control panel. I tend to look down anyway, and I tend to look down even further, you know, further time, trying to figure out which way to go, and I get back confused and backwards confused, and it's just a pain. So this is just easy for me, just to keep my eyes on the road. I can just look and see where I want to be, and boom. If I want to change, of course, when I'm going up and down the volume, that's easy. You know, if I want to change tracks or whatever, you know, I can hit the button, the left side of the other switch control. I do use that for that. But if I go like, oh, this is a pretty nice warm day, I want to check the temperature. Of course, it's not very accurate. It's saying 67 degrees. You know, but now I want to go back and go to my media player. I just hit fine. It's just, especially when I'm holding the throttle. Like, I wear gloves too, and it just kind of helps me keep my hand on the throttle evenly. I don't drop, you know. I don't let go of the handle and don't accidentally rev it up. I think you guys seen me do a couple times already, trying to illustrate it. But this old shark nose and Batwing fairing competition that everybody's having, I think it's just plain silly. Geez, they're both the same bikes, you know, and they're made by the same manufacturer, which is oblivious. Why, you know, if you got a shark nose, why you know, belittling the Batwing riders, and the Batwing buyers belittling the shark nose riders? You know, I just laugh at it like whatever. You know, it's just based on your style of riding. I mean, if you really think about getting a bagger, you know, a Harley Davidson Grand Touring bagger, and and you try to decide if you want the shark nose or the Batwing, whether you want the Ultra or just the Road Glide or Street Glide specials or whatever. But you're in a mix of what should I really ride? My advice to you: just go to a Harley Davidson dealership, sit on one, ask 21 questions. Hopefully, the dealership will let you test drive them. I don't know. There are a lot of dealerships now that want you to get pre-approved on your credit before you even let you drive, which I think is bullshit crap. But that's my best advice. You know, if you like the style of one, you know, if you don't mind the wind protection being different, you know, go for it. Like I said, the Street Glide, the Batwing fairing is going to offer less wind protection than the Road Glide. And you're going to definitely feel it in the handlebar, especially on the Street Glides. Road Glides, you can just hang on to that handlebar. It's a smooth glide. I mean, it's like riding a Cadillac on two wheels. That's what I really miss about the shark nose fairing. But hey, I'm compromising my style of riding, my favorite style of riding, with my comfort. And now that I'm just me, I'm just one up. My wife does occasionally ride with me, but she prefers to ride her own. Ooh, another biker. First one I've seen today. Anyway. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and get off the soapbox about the fairings. Like I made my point across, you know, to just kind of, you just have to be you know, be your own ride. You might not even like you know, these types of bikes, which is just fine. Now the competitors, I do not know. I cannot give an honest opinion about that. I never rode the Indian, you know, the Indian Challenger and the Indian Chieftain Limited to Chieftains. Gold Wings, Hondas, you know, they make a awesome bike. I've seen people ride them. I know people that ride, you know, both of those brands. And but I haven't rode one, so I can't give you my, you know, it'd be a biased opinion about it. So I honestly, I've been kind of scared of, you know, riding the Indian because I'm afraid I'm gonna like it and I'm gonna make a financial disaster decision and trade this thing in, you know. So I don't really trust myself going, you know. Yeah, Indian's making some good bikes now. You know, they're Polaris, but they're making some good, giving Harley Davidson good competition. Okay, lady jumping. This is the Twin Lakes. I'm gonna go ahead and just show you just around here. I don't know, you guys ever want to go over here to, it's just a place where I just like to come and get some little wind therapy and, you know, relax about my work week. Of course, earlier I said machine shop. That's what I do for a living. I'm a CNC machinist. I program CNC programs. I program CNC machines, and basically what I do, I take a chunk of metal with a print of a part, and I make that print, make that chunk of metal to that print. That's what I do for a living. So it's a manufacturing job, and it's a high stressed. You gotta make sure nobody come behind me. It's a high stress job, so that's why I got motorcycle riding. It's wind therapy, you know, it relaxes you and all that stuff. So, okay, anyway, tell you about a little bit more about these lakes. This is, of course, the South Lake of the Shawnee Twin Lakes. The North Lake is back behind that dam there. The road goes across it. I'm not gonna ride over there because it kind of deads in, I think. Oh, it turns to a gravel road, and this video will be even longer. So anyway, I hope I was clear about, you know, my opinions on the fairings. Making sure that's the other thing, with full face helmets, I'm not quite used to them. So you're going to see me looking around a lot. I'll make sure my kickstand wasn't going to fall down on me. But anyway, there she is, my love of my life, my baby. But yeah, this lake is pretty big. This is a wake lake too. You can go jet skiing and water skiing. It's pretty low. Of course, it's been pretty dry winter and late fall. So, but yeah, you can go out here fish. There's a little fishing cabin over there. But it's a pretty cool lake. Actually, this town, the Shawnee owns and operates this lake, but this is a little town of Bethel Acres. So, this is where I get my mental peace, stability. I haven't been out here in a while though. Anyway, people, I'm gonna go ahead and just drop this blog. And like I always say, thanks for watching, and hope you guys have good 2023. Later.